Hello, what a joy and blessing just to be here. I am so excited right here on CITAM ChurchOnline. It's finally happening. Here we are, and I'm joined with two amazing ladies. I can tell you, you guys are going to enjoy not only this video, but subsequent videos as we have this grand discussion, on matters to do with health and fitness. Think about it all. Or, regardless of what you might be desiring to know about, I can tell you this is the place where we'll be having these interesting conversations. Health and fitness, it's such a big thing. It's such a big deal. In fact, I'm thinking the more the earth is growing older, the more it's really becoming a big thing. And I can tell you, it's one of those things that you must take into consideration. Second to the Bible. Isn't it? Yes. Second to scripture. Yeah? I think your health is so important. Yeah. It's very interesting. There's a verse that the scripture says in the book of 1 Timothy chapter 4 verse 8. It says that bodily training of the body is of some value. Yes. So for it to be mentioned in scripture, and there are quite a number of verses, by the way, in the Bible that talks about fitness, talks about physical training. For it to be mentioned in scripture, it's a big deal. Yeah. It's a big deal. Yeah. So this is why you need to be part and parcel of this conversation. And thank you so much for tuning in, wherever you're watching us from. Now, here we have Kathy and Evelyn. So tell us, body and soul fitness. Let's hear from you. So what's all about this whole fitness thing and the brand that you guys have been part and parcel for all these years?
Thank you, Reverend Becher. I think just as the name suggests, and first of all, thank you for having us. I think we are absolutely delighted to be here. And it's a joy for Kathy and myself to be able to be part of this and part of CITAM ChurchOnline to just talk about fitness. And as the name suggests, body and soul fitness. I think many a times when you talk about health and fitness, we all think about the body, but we neglect the soul. And so body and soul seeks to just prove the fact that, yes, your body is important, but also incorporating the soul aspect of it. So it's all a means of just using the scriptures as a way of just propagating the fitness gospel. So yes, for body and soul, we do exercise, and in our exercise programs, we use Christian music. Part of it includes sharing. We also have all our songs around a central theme, so that for every 2 or 3 months we have a theme that we are working on. Yes, sorry about the sound. I hope I can be heard. So yes, it's a ladies ministry primarily, but in some of our classes we do incorporate men. So the fact that, as I said, ladies doesn't mean that all the men are left out. We encourage the men to join in. So this is a ministry that was started way back, I can say over 40 years ago in the US, but here in Kenya, it's just slightly over 35 years old. Wow. Yeah, it was started by missionaries who are here working under life ministry, and just recognition that sometimes we don't take, women sometimes will stay away from exercising just for the fear of, I don't want to be looked at, there'll be men around, I'm not comfortable, but also recognizing that there's that bit of where most people will work out, what music are you listening to, what is it feeding into your soul? So recognizing the soul is an important aspect and what you feed in terms of music.
Amazing.
Yes.
Amazing. Yeah. It's such a joy to hear about that whole bit of body and soul fitness and where you've come from, in terms of the ministry being started 40 years ago. And now we have it in Kenya. It's quite amazing. You pointed out the bit that at least men are there, which is hopeful, which is good. I also noticed something when I Googled you guys, that when you're having both men and women, the men are only allowed to be at the front, the ladies behind. But I think that's a discussion for another day.
Yes.
Why some guys feel a bit edgy? Ladies are not so much comfortable with men being around, especially when they're working out. But that one is for another day. I will definitely want to have that.
I think you did very well on that.
Yes. So let's hear from Kathy here. Tell us your story. I know you're passionate about this whole matter of fitness.
Yes.
And whether you guys look good. Manaka sawa. You can go ahead and comment if you agree with me.
Asante.
You look the part. You know, it's one thing to
Asante.
say, you know, here, I mean, talking about issues to do with health and fitness, and you don't look the part. Sawa.
Yeah.
So, Kathy, tell us your story. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean the way I got into Body and Soul is very interesting. So I'd just gotten married in 2000, you know, and then of course we get married and we are a young girl. I mean, weight has never been an issue,
Okay.
you know. So slowly I began to see a few kilos piling on. I don't know if it's the settling. I don't know. You know, it's also in the mind. Yeah?
Mental
To the mind.
also, yeah.
Yeah, so I remember we just changed churches in that season and we started going to ICC, Nairobi. And then there was an announcement that, hey, there is a fitness program for ladies. If you're interested, you know, come. And I was like, you know, I'd not thought about it. I said, let me go check this out.
Yeah.
It's in church, it's a safe space, you know. I was like, yeah, and why not? And I went and I was hooked,
Wow.
you know, because for me, I found community. I love the fact that we're working out to Christian music. So it's not that I'm going to the gym and that's the music that keeps ringing in my head, you know. Yeah, so, and I enjoyed it. I think I found my thing, you know. I was like, this is it, because I'm not a running person. I'm not, you know, a gym person per se, but this, I mean, I enjoyed it. It felt comfortable, and I was at home. So here I am,
How many years
some
later?
20 plus
Wow.
years later,
Wow.
Yeah.
you know, having stayed the course, and yeah, and I think it's because I enjoyed it.
Amazing.
Yes. So,
Amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
And you can hear it's 20 years now.
Yes. it's
Yeah.
a-
If you guys were doing that, I would have asked you guys to say how old you are. That's for another.
Another day.
That's for another day, isn't it? Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's really amazing hearing that we have avenues out there that ladies and even men who are really concerned in terms of the content they're consuming and where they're having their fitness. We have a place where people can go to, you know, and the environment will still be conducive. Even if you're there and you're a believer, I mean, you believe in God and you really want to listen to good Christian music, you want to have that amazing community of believers around you, you know. For me, I think it's really exciting. So that means you don't have an excuse.
Yeah.
Because I can tell you, to be very honest, and I, for one, I mean, excuses.
Yeah.
Yeah, excuses. So I don't know how can somebody then be able to plug in. You know, this is a person who, for now, we may not be able to go through all the excuses, but we know they are there.
Yes.
You know, either, you know, as you're saying, I just got married, or you know, I have so
children.
much, I have kids,
Homework.
I have homework.
I need to go cook.
I need to go cook, you know, I'm somebody's wife or husband, you know, all these responsibilities. But let's agree, it's excuses.
Yes.
Yeah. So I don't know what solutions we have.
For me, I always say the key thing is recognizing that you are important as a person. Because many times we say, as you've said, you know, I have children, I have a wife, I have all this, I have my work, I have a deadline, but what time do you sit down to think about yourself? Yeah, so I think for me, the moment I know, I always tell people, for me, Body and Soul is my me time.
Wow.
So that
Yeah.
I know that even if it's just that 1 hour in a day, when I'll go, whether it's a setting where I have to go and run a class, or if it's at home and I know I'll go to my room and work out, I know that is my me time to take care of my body, to take care of my soul, and also just to connect. Yeah, because for me, exercise is also part of, especially when I work out to Body and Soul music, it's also part of worship, because I find myself connecting more with God at that particular point. And I also tell myself, I'm able to dedicate a lot of time, like, to my employer, and I'm a very committed worker, I must say, and I'm able to commit a lot of time to cook for the family and do all those other things, then I should also recognize that I'm also important. Yeah, and the moment you recognize that you're important, your body is important, your soul is important, and if you don't, or if I don't allocate this time to take care of my body, then I'll also have to spend more time probably visiting the doctor or looking for solutions in the future. Yeah, so if I can be able to deal with something now, I say, why not deal with it now, and not at a high cost, yeah, rather than postponing it for later on and having to deal with all kinds of because as we all know, there are all sorts of lifestyle diseases that are coming up as a result of being idle, saying I cannot exercise, I don't have the time, and all that. And yet, we all know that you have to work out your body. Yeah, you have to take care of, if it's the muscles, the joints, and all that. You soon find that you're not able to move. But we all know if you don't move a joint, you know what happens. So yes.
Amazing.
So recognizing that you're important.
Recognize you're important.
So I think just to add on to that is to make it a priority.
Make it a priority.
Because I think when it comes to fitness, it's somewhere down here. So we have this list and it's down here.
Wow.
So if anything happens, of course, that's one of the first things that you're going to bump off. So it needs to be up here. And as Evelyn is saying, it's about taking care of yourself. So I know for ladies especially, at times when you're not feeling guilty going to work out and you've left your children or but I say, I am going to take care of myself. After a busy day at work, I go and work out. By the time I'm going home, I'm a better mom.
Exactly.
They can call me 20 times and I'm good.
Wow.
Because I'm already in that space of I'm relaxed and I've taken care of myself as well.
Wow.
To be a better mother, to be a better wife, to be a better sister, Yeah, so prioritize it.
Yes.
Wow. Amazing. And I've just had 3 things. Number 1, your body is important. You're important. Self-care. Take care of yourself.
Yes.
I think for me it's really, really critical what you guys have pointed out.
Yeah.
And I'm totally sold in that. Whether you're a man or a lady, you are important. Taking care of yourself is key. You've also mentioned the element of prioritizing. And it's interesting that we need these bodies to do all these things, but yet we are ignoring it. We are not taking good care of it. You mentioned something, there's something I normally share with my sister who's also passionate about working out and fitness. And one of the things we say is that it is easier and cheaper for you to build your body than it is to repair it.
Exactly.
It is easier and cheaper to build your body than it is to repair it. So I feel it's important for people just to realize that you need to prioritize your own body. And you also mentioned something, I think though you did point it out, the element of just how it makes your life to be. It just makes your life to be better as a person.
It's true.
All right? As a person. When you're with your relationships, with your in the space that you're in, you're more productive. You're more friendly to be around. So I think those 3 things, for me, if you were to ask me, it is possible, very possible for people to be able to rise up to the occasion and overcome the excuses. But definitely in subsequent videos, we'll pinpoint some of these excuses. But in general, I think that really comes out very strongly. So last parting shot, body and soul. If somebody wanted to log in, to be part and parcel of this community, how do they go about it?
Of course, as we said, we are worldwide. We have classes all over the world. Our headquarters in the US. So we have online classes that are offered. But then locally, I would say that in Kenya, we have classes. Here in Kenya, we have a class at Nairobi Baptist Church, a class at ICC Mara, where Kathy leads. We also have a class at Kileleshwa Covenant Community Church, and also River of God Parklands. So far we have those 4 venues. At the same time, we also have an online platform because, of course, as a result of COVID, you find many people are not able to go to work out in gyms and all that. So we have an online platform where right now, when we had COVID, we had classes being run by Kenyan instructors here. But right now, because, of course, we've gone more to the in-person classes, we do have instructors from all over. We have from South Africa, from Zimbabwe, because we have a whole classes in other countries who are leading those classes. So if you wanted to join the online network, you just get in touch with us, and then we are able to connect you, and you're able to join on Facebook Live, and you can have your 3 workout classes a week.
Wow.
Yes.
Awesome. On this video, wherever you're watching us from, definitely we'll put the description of the website, Body and Soul Fitness, and we'll also put the contact details there in case you want to know more about them and how you can plug in. We will give you that information. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen, Body and Soul Fitness. Your body is important, your soul is important, and please make sure you look forward to the videos, subsequent videos, because you will want to listen to what we will have to offer on this space. God bless you as you take care of yourself in terms of your body and your soul. Asante.
Yes.